because I just don't like how you dress as a 40-year-old man. You're not my little brother. I don't want you to dress like my little brother. It's a little weird to me. But you look good though. You know, I like the, little Texas thing you got on your hand. Are you from Texas or?
No, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, I don't like Taurus either. So,
like, is she someone you would have approached?
Yes. She's smiling for one.
Okay,
you could tell she's real cool and, bubbly personality.
What?
Confident.
Okay, basically, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Because she just tore old buddy to shreds, and then when they asked if he gonna say yeah because she's smiling. Yo, the bar is low. You know what? Yeah, every time I've seen an episode with this chick, right, she's always been snapping at dudes for no reason, man. But anyway, let's continue.
That's important.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Why you pop yours? You ain't with me?
And you talk like my little brother. I feel like I'm talking to my Chicago as well.
Oh.
But I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there. And it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. Also, I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have the
considered
hat
a
on?
fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
and
done.
something.
It's done. It's done.
So why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today. I just went to.
Yo, my guy, why are you even trying to seek approval? Trying to prove yourself to this chick, man. She clearly just going ahead and taking cheap shots for the sake of taking them.
Know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we
talking-
from the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have.
Wow.
Next question. You said that you were just looking for loyalty. So the reason why that bothers me, only because I popped my balloon, is because my ex said that a lot, and he was. So, to me, I don't think loyalty should
Yo, this chick got issues, man.
be the only thing you're looking for. But I mean, go for it, love.
Great for projecting.
Thank you.
But I appreciate you.
Of course.
No, is she your type?
No, she decent, but
What?
you know, she's still over her ex. She got some shit going on with her ex. She got to figure that out first.
No, I really don't. I just, when I see your repetition, I know to go the opposite way. So
You projecting on the next man.
I'm not projecting, but okay.
You are. You gonna figure it out though.
For
You
sure.
right.
I'll take whatever you say.
You be good,
Next.
sweetheart. That pop, baby.
Oh, pop again.
What is your best quality about yourself?
Personality for sure.
I know you a goddamn lie. I can't even be mad at her, right? Because guy number one,
you
hold
could
on.
tell she's real cool and, bubbly personality.
What? And I think it was guy number two.
No, is she your type?
No, she decent.
The main reason why a chick like her thinks that she still has a personality, and that's your best asset? Oh my God. Even though I don't consider myself to be a dating guru, I like to touch on particular topics as it relates to modern dating because I feel like that's a common thread, right? That men of all races and creeds and even moral standings, right, can bond over, because that's one thing that we all have in common. Regardless of the amount of money you make or your social status, if you're heterosexual, you want women.
Let me say this. This is for the ladies.
All right, sis.
Today is the youngest that you're ever going to be. So, without disrespect, if a man is approaching you, telling you that you're beautiful, saying that, hey, smile more, hey, I like you, or I'm interested, be flattered. Be appreciative. Because, like I just said, today is the youngest that you're ever going to be. Men aren't always going to be asking you for your number. They're not always going to be telling you that you're beautiful. They're not going to be all up in your face. They're not going to be catcalling you at the gas station. One day, you're not going to be attractive or desirable by men.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe she's describing what we call the wall.
So
She said it.
appreciate the fact that men approach you. Appreciate the fact that they find you attractive right now, because I do. And when men approach me, I appreciate it and I give them conversation. So I need y'all to get y'all together, because it's because of y'all that I'm not getting approached. They think that they think that we have attitudes. They think that we're going to embarrass them and deny them.
The nuclear rejection.
And not treat them like human beings. So I need y'all to get y'all together. And when y'all do, let me know. Good night.
Female accountability at its finest. Now, thank you for doing this on this topic. Many more to come, but you know what? We'll take this contribution with open arms. Man. You know, a lot of times on social media, we hear people saying, well, the men need to speak to the men and the men need to worry about themselves. Why are you so concerned with what women do, right? So I think it's beautiful when, you know, we don't have to say it anymore because a woman steps up and she says it herself. I bet you they're going to call her a pick-me.
What's the most challenging thing about dating at 29 in Miami?
When you have nothing to offer?
You or the man?
The man.
Okay.
I feel like men these days, like, you have to, like, pretty much ask them what's their favorite lip gloss because they just want princess treatment.
What gives you that idea?
They just want you to, like, chase after them. They want you to, like, be the one to initiate conversations. There's, like, no, like, real men anymore.
Should a man not be chased and admired?
No, they should be chasing.
Is there a difference between pursuing and chasing, though?
It's, like, the same thing.
Whatever happened to wanting equality?
Yeah, they're, like, the same thing.
So how do you show a man that you value him if he's always chasing you?
Exactly.
If I actually want him, then I will make the time for him and give him attention. But if he's not giving me that initial attention, then I'm good.
Let's say I wanted to take you on a first date. Would Chipotle and a walk in the park be fine?
No.
Why not?
I have to go inside.
What would you prefer?
We have friends waiting.
Well, at least tell me what your preference would be.
I don't know, just something nicer.
Something tells me that when it comes to relationships, her energy and response would be similar to this interview with the final question. Maximum expectation with minimal effort invested.
Whoever go with my baby mama, she just let me squeeze her ass as soon as I dropped my son off.
You're anything like me where you're kind of a certified lover girl and you know historically you have a pattern of being infatuated with men, even
Certified lover girl is, in my opinion, code word for a cock carousel rider. CC rider. Let's go.
for exclusivity, which leads you to idealizing these men. I feel like you should try roster dating because I'm all the above and I went roster dating. I dated about 6 guys in 8 to 10 days. At first, I did it for the ha-has. I did it for...
Let's run that back. How many guys did she say?
Roster dating. I dated about 6 guys in 8 to 10 days.
6 guys in 8 to 10 days. 6 guys at 8 to 10 days. And let's say they spent $50 per date, 6 times 50, $300 in 6 to 10 days. That's some bullshit. Let's go.
I did it for the ha-has. I did it for the trend of roster dating. Like, I'm hot. I deserve to go on many dates. Then I learned something very special about myself. I went on dates with many different kind of guys. Like, I met someone who
had amazing boyfriend qualities. Was such a gentleman, opened the doors, planned dates, texted me consistently. Also met other types of guys. Extremely intimidating work ethic, which I thought was hot and sexy because we love an ambitious man. I realized that the way I feel about guys really determines how attracted I am to them. If I come on here and I'm like, oh my God,
this guy and he did X, Y, and Z for me. The more I admire them, the hotter they get to me. The reason why this happens is because I'm so used to dating one person at a time. Like, I only have my eyes on them. So obviously everything they do, I'm like, wow, look at you. Like, it was never about how they treat me. It was always like, how am I perceiving you and how is the world around me going to perceive you, which is going to be a reflection of me. Girl, false. Because you know what I learned? While roster dating, I realized that I'm very capable of picking out these little things in men that I admire about them. 6 people I dated. You can ask me what I liked about them and I can probably give you an answer because these guys weren't terrible. They had great qualities. But then I started realizing that me admiring men is not special and unique. Like, girl, it took me roster dating to realize that
get to the point.
Me being interested and fascinated in someone is not me being attracted to someone. Like, those are not the same.
What?
Instead, the
Is she making sense to y'all? I don't know. Am I missing the plot somewhere? Because you know what?
biggest indicator of what makes me feel more attracted to them is when I can tell that these men are working extra hard to figure out how can they admire me. Are they asking the right questions to get to know how my life has panned out? How do I emotionally react to the events in my life so that they can better get to know me, and also they can understand how they can support me when I'm going through these emotional decisions. And I'll tell you,
and this is part of the reason why why modern men don't court nowadays, because what's the point? The guy could be out there actively trying to seek a relationship, and you're just trying to seek a therapist buddy. I don't know. Is that what you guys are getting from what she's saying? Maybe I'm missing something. Once again, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
In the guys that I've met while I was roster dating, I did catch glimpses of that. So I know it's possible. And I know that's why I was a little bit more interested in some of these guys than others. I deserve to meet someone who is as excited to admire me as I am to them. I still think, like, obviously I want to admire my partner. I just think that comes very easily for.
How much sense does it make for a guy to invest time and energy into you at that level, realistically, with good intentions, when he knows he's just a part of the roster? It's like you're working backwards. It's like you're trying to stand in the middle, yet go in both directions. You end up going nowhere.
For me, and should not be an indicator of how interested I am in this other person. I want to meet someone who's like so excited to get to know me. As much as I can say that roster dating was not for me, and I don't think I can ever handle dating like that, I think any girl or guy who like kind of experiences what I'm experiencing should definitely try roster dating. Like, you can learn so much about yourself.
It's crazy to me, right? Because the sad truth is people will go onto social media, run into a video like hers, listen to it, and they'll take this as advice.
All right, ladies, let's talk about why men do not court anymore. Let's go. The reality is that modern feminism in a lot of ways had us as women take a gamble, and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self-respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. We have allowed men to do the bare minimum for so long, and we still give them benefits that they don't deserve. And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and support you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. There are plenty of men who are good men.
She was this
men who love women and respect women and honor women. But even those men, if they are single and there are women out there that are throwing it at them, they're going to catch it. So just ask yourself, what kind of woman are you? And are you contributing to the problem? Are you the kind of woman who is allowing men to be low vibrational and contributing to this idea that all women have low standards and that men can do the bare minimum and get away with it? Or are you a woman who's leading by example and challenging other women around you to do the same by operating from a place of self-dignity, self-respect, values, standards, strong boundaries, a woman who knows her worth? Before we start whining and complaining about what they aren't doing, let's take a look at what it is that we are doing.
How can you be this clueless? It's not so much about what you do with your cookie and what you don't do with your cookie. It's about whether or not you're being a... Listen, men don't like... It's just that simple. You can go ahead, create these lists of things that you need to do, and train us like a good puppy and withhold the cookie in hopes that we'll comply. And all you'll do is get a dude who will comply until he get the cheeks, and then it's bye-bye. Just be nice to us. Act like you actually freaking like us. You do that, you get a hell of a lot further. The real reason why men aren't courting has very little to do with your cookie and more to do with you actually treating him like a human being. Well, on second thought, maybe it does have a little bit to do with your cookie. I mean, if you're like passing it out to everybody else, but then you're making him pay, then yeah, of course, then in that case, yeah, it has something to do with your cookie.